Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a channel update video. A little bit different. This is my first video facing the camera, a little bit of a face reveal, but I wanted to kind of show off what I've been working on and talk about where the channel is going and kind of what I want this channel to become and where we go from here type thing. So I've written some things down. Hopefully I won't ramble on too much, and this should be kind of a short video with a lot of good information. So what I've been working on right now is the Rook Evolution. So this is going to be my final mostly printed 3D printer for a while. I'm going to be designing some more 2020 extrusion printers, but I wanted to take everything that I learned with the Rook and the Rook 180 and put them into a really nice complete package printer that is mostly printed. So that is going to be the Rook Evolution. The files for this are going to be available on Patreon and maybe potentially on like Cults 3D or something like that if there's some people who don't want to use Patreon. The files will be for $10 Canadian, very inexpensive. I just figured that so much time has went into this printer. It's like 5 times more work than I put into my other designs that it justified me selling the files. All of the money that comes from the Rook Evolution just helps grow the channel even more so I can do better and have better equipment and make better videos for the community. So I'm very excited to finish this. This is the old version of the Rook Evolution. I am printing out the second iteration or the final version of it. I have the CAD basically complete. I'm just slowly printing all the parts out when I get time. So this one is completely all done in ABS. I printed out the prototype in PLA. This printer prints very well, but there was some feedback that the beta testers gave me that I wanted to incorporate in the printer, such as making more better use of the size of linear rails, making it easier to build, that type of thing. So very, very cool printer. If you're interested in finding out more about this printer, you can join the Patreon. The files are not out yet, but you will get access to a private Discord channel and behind the scenes kind of stuff for the Rook Evolution. So definitely join that if you want to, but it's definitely not necessary. I will be doing a full YouTube video release video on this printer hopefully here in the next couple weeks. So that is the Rook Evolution. That is what all my time has been put into. A lot of 8-hour days in CAD. When I have my actual full-time job, I'll put in like 2 or 3 hours in the evening on this printer. And I'm very happy to say that it's basically almost complete. I'm just printing out this version and then we'll start doing a release and that type of thing for it. The next project that I'm going to be focusing on after the Rook Evolution is my Rook 180. I want to get it to a Mark I release version. So now that I've made the printer, I've gotten some feedback on it. Again, I've made this printer. I have more things that I want to incorporate into that printer and make it even better so that it can be a Mark I release, and then I can finish that printer off. I want to try to get all of my printers into a good place before I move on. And I want to make sure each printer fills a purpose. I don't want to have like 35 different printer designs and a lot of them are all kind of half finished. I want to make sure that they're all complete in a very good place and they make sense. They fit a niche or an actual use case. So I think the Rook 180 makes sense. It's a good build size. It's probably one of my favorite build sizes. And I want to make sure that it's as good as it can be. So I want to completely redesign the frame. The bill of materials shouldn't change. I just want to make sure that the frame is really easy to print. And there's some things that were obvious when I built it that I should have been like, okay, I want to fix this or I want to change that. So after the Rook Evolution, Rook 180 Mark I release is coming. Once the Rook 180 is done, that's going to be it for my printed designs. I'm going to start going back to more extrusion-based printers. So I have my Defiant cross-gatchery printer, which some of you new subscribers may not know about, but I do have a cross gantry printer design called Defiance, and it's a really awesome printer. One other person on the Discord has built it and he really likes it as well. And I want to make sure that printer is in a good place so that I can officially release it and do some videos on it. I want to make a Mark 1 release for it as well. It's pretty close. I just need to fix some belt tensioning issues with the printer and fine tune a couple little things here and there, but it's a really awesome printer, and it's a shame that I've only done like one video on it and like a live stream. So Defiant is going to be coming out here too. So after Defiant, I'm going to be designing a new printer with a 2020 frame. This is going to be kind of resurrecting my Simple Core legacy printer. It's going to be very DIY, its own unique use case. I want to kind of go back to the roots of Simple Core a little bit. I know Simple Core Legacy is a favorite of a lot of people, and Simple Core Mark 1 got too much to be like a Trident, and I'm not really happy with where that printer was. So I want to go back to Simple Core Legacy and kind of resurrect it in a new form. So I want to design a 2020 extrusion-based printer that is very space efficient, has about a 220-250 build area, can use an Ender 3 bed, prints very well, prints quick, obviously supports Clipper, and is cheap as possible. So again, look out for that printer. I'm very, very excited to start work on that, but that won't happen until my Defiant printer is out. So I've got at least 3 projects to get out and finish before I start working on that printer. After that, I want to do some more Delta content. So we'll put the Rook Evolution down here, and first I have this guy, which is a really old Delta printer. I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace, I think 6 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. I want to make a very approachable, compact kind of Delta printer, and this is a great platform for that. A lot of good usable parts on here. I think this printer runs ramps. This is an HE3D Delta printer. I have no clue what that's about. I bought it because it uses V-wheels. So I want to kind of design a very inexpensive entry-level Delta printer using V-wheels. Again, for a lot of people in other countries that can't get linear rails cheap, I want to design a printer that uses those and make just a really cool printer. I want to get more people into Delta printers. They're one of my favorites. I did a lot of Delta content when this channel was very new and had a very small subscriber base, and I want to go back to more Delta printers and some new designs. So we're going to be kind of restoring or resurrecting this printer with some modern firmware like Clipper, modern hot end. I'm going to keep it Bowden. I'm going to keep the kind of cheaper ball end arms on the printer. It's going to be really, really cool. So look out for that. And yeah, I'm going to have a couple more Delta designs as well. Hopefully they come out later this year. I have some really cool ideas on them. So more Delta content, which I'm very excited about. As far as reviews, I have a couple products that I'm going to be pushing out for review that are very related to the channel. I have been sent a Creality Sonic Pad, which is, of course, an easy way to get Clipper on your computer or on your printer. I want to kind of try it out and see if it makes sense for the price and play around with that. So very excited to get a review out on that. Right after my Creality 3.0 review, it seems like Creality made a Spider 4.0 ceramic hot end, which I am getting. I've been given that for review as well. I'm very excited to try that out. It's pretty hilarious that I just did the review on the Spider 3 and I was hoping it was ceramic, and they released the Spider 4, which is. So I am going to do a review on that. It'll be very cool hot end, and hopefully it'll be a great option for people who have Creality printers, and maybe we can just drop in a ceramic heated hot end. FL Sun has also sent me a SR Delta printer, so the Super Racer. I'm very excited to have FL Sun now kind of know about my channel and send me some stuff for review. I really like FL Sun Delta printers. I've had a couple in the past. I'm very excited to check out the Super Racer. So I'll do a mini review on it, and we'll do like a clipper upgrade on it and that type of thing, and show off the printer and see if it's still a good option. I know a lot of the reviews online are like a year old, and it's a little bit of an older printer. I know I have the V400 out and that type of thing, so I still want to review the printer. I've never owned one. I want to see how it prints out of the box, and we'll see how it prints when we put clipper on it and that type of thing. And hopefully one day I can review the V400, because obviously that comes with clipper out of the box, and I'm very excited to check that printer out as well. So yeah, a lot of really awesome stuff coming out to the channel. And again, the focus of this channel is to make it so that people can get into 3D printing easier, and more so get into DIY and building their own printers and learning about clipper and kind of learning how to repair their printer and just having fun. I think the Rook was a really big hit because it got a lot of people into their very first DIY printer. It's a very simple printer to build, and it's a great learning experience and a cheap printer to just have and use, and kids can use it, and it's just great. So that printer is responsible for getting to this channel to almost 7,000 subscribers, which is just incredible. I still remember being at around 2,300 subscribers when I released the Rook, and it kind of just went from there. So very, very happy to the community and the response of the Rook. And that's what's led to the Rook 180 and Rook Evolution and a lot of printers that are going to be coming. So if you want to support the channel, definitely check out the description below for my Patreon. I do have a couple different tiers on Patreon. If you do want to support, very much appreciated. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. I want to invest more into the channel with cameras and mics and kind of getting better setup so I can show off printers better and do better reviews and that type of thing. So I also want to get to a kind of standard release schedule as well. I'm thinking Sundays, probably Sunday mornings, is when I'll release new videos. It seems like most of my audience is online on Sunday the most, and I know for me, a lot of new content doesn't come out on Sundays, so YouTube's a little bit dry for content on Sundays, so it just makes sense to me that might be a good day to upload videos regularly. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely comment below on any suggestions on a day you'd like to see my videos come out, but I would like to get out at least one video a week, and I'm aiming for Sundays, but if there's better suggestion, I can change it to that. And definitely, if you haven't joined the Discord, we have about 3,100 people on the Discord. It's an amazing channel to be part of. A lot of helpful people on there. There's a lot of really, really cool printer builds happening on the Discord. Obviously, it's the place to be for my printer designs, but there's a lot of Voron builds happening. I have my Second Cube build on there. I have, there's a Prusa channel on there now. We have some Rookary One people on there building printers. A lot of really great people just learning, teaching, and building. There's an amazing Delta channel on there as well. So if you're into Delta printers, it's an awesome place for Delta stuff. So, so that's kind of the update video. Thanks everyone for all the subscribers. I really appreciate all the Patreons. I'm very humbled with all the people that want to support the channel, and I'm going to keep doing what I can do to help people design and build and learn about 3D printing. And there'll be even more videos on my Bamboo Labs printer. There's definitely a lot of stuff coming, so definitely stay tuned. Thanks everyone.